All right, guys, let's talk about this for 1 second. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I just finished watching this last night. So when this video comes out, either it'll be Sunday or Saturday. So Voltron Legendary Defender Season 4. Let's start off and say Netflix. This wasn't a good idea. Breaking it up like this, it really was a bad idea. First off, I didn't even know what's coming out. So I heard they released a trailer around Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, but the problem is they released so many other trailers like Pacific Rim. People talk about Pacific Rim, Justice League, and Star Wars, which came out the day after New York Comic-Con, which makes so much fucking sense. Come on, Disney. But it was just, I think they really probably put this at the wrong time. Marketing behind this wasn't really good. Now, last season leads off, I would say, as a big cliffhanger. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm doing this review early in the morning, but it kind of left off on a side note. It kind of picks up where it left off. First thing forward, we're about to get into spoiler territory. I'm going to explain a few plot points in here, and then I'm going to explain why I didn't like this season. I don't know, but I'm just going to call it the season 4. First thing first, plot point number 1, that you may not like. Keith is no longer the leader of the Lions. Keith decides to go help the resistance on the forefront, and decides he doesn't want to be leader. Yeah, he says he's not ready, which is understandable. However, we didn't have enough time with the character for us to say, dude, you even though as a leader you can make mistakes, and these mistakes were like death changing, and he was pretty good before quote unquote Shiro comes in, which he comes back and he's now the leader of the Black Lion again, which I was kind of like, all right, I thought we were moving forward, not backwards. I digress. I thought that was kind of weird. Other than that, that was my only complaint with that plot point. There's not many others. But the problem with this one is the last season had 7. This one has 6. And it felt very rushed. Like you could feel like it was rushing and then not enough time for this stuff to develop. Moving on, the second plot point was Pidge finally found she finally found her brother, which that was pretty cool to see, which came out of left field anyway. I totally forgot about it too, honestly, because it was one of those plot points they brought up last season, and they kind of did. Pidge really didn't address it too much throughout the show as much, but she finally found his brother, and I'm happy for him, and great, so we don't have to worry about that plot point ever again. And then the character Matt meets Shiro, which was pretty cool because Shiro did tell Pidge about him, so yeah. Now, the third plot point, which probably, if they just decided to focus on that, I would have loved it, is Prince Lothar is, the Empire has turned against Prince Lothar. He is the Empire most wanted now. His father came back, Zarkan, and was like, your service is no longer required. You can leave. You're relieved of your duties. And he has this Darth Vader type of suit now. He looks like Vader. And dude, you thought he was menacing before the suit. I mean, he's menacing. The character, see, here's the thing about Zarkan, his father, Lothar's father. He's never been my favorite character in the Voltron series. I never liked him. And this is like going back like years ago to the original. I thought he was like a whiny bitch, but he was just there. However, this series has made him very menacing. I like his character. I like his design. I like his look. I like the feel. I mean, This dude, you don't mess with this dude. Like if you cross him in his empire, yeah, you're done. And then he made this big epilogue speech. He said, Lothar is my son. Is no longer a member of the Gaulian Empire. Dead or alive, bring him to me. And I said, dead or alive. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, bro. And you know people who hate Lothar too? Yeah, they're going to get him. Now, also his generals, his female squad team, I like to call them, they're on the run too because they're with Lothar. There's a little size Lothar. The problem I have with that is there's something that goes on between them, and it comes out of left field like real fast. Like it comes to like a left jab to your face so quickly to the point it's like, dude, where the fuck did that come from? I didn't see that move coming. And you probably say to yourself, oh, okay, that's cool. No, it was like, what the fuck? Why you did that? There's a lot of what the fuck moments in here. Not the good what the fucks. It's more like WTF, why you did that type of moments. And that was one of them. I guess because it didn't have enough build up. But other than that, that's about it. Now to get into my review of the season 4. If I had to rate seasons, like season 1 was a straight, 9 out of 10 for me. Season 2 was 10 out of 10. I loved it. Season 3, there was some good place, so I'll say 7. This one was 6. 6, 7-ish. Like a 6.9, like on that teeter of a 7. I didn't really enjoy this one, nor will I think I'll ever go back and rewatch this one. I was very disappointed with this one. Very disappointed. I think this one was my least favorite season and not my most, I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite. They leave you on a cliffhanger that you might actually like, but then again, it's a cliffhanger that makes you say to yourself, okay, why not, do this early on in the show, But it is what it is. There is a filler episode they did with the Voltron show. It was kind of mimicking Power Rangers, all the other stuff. As much as I find that not bad, but I mean it was unnecessary. I think they should have used that episode to focus more on the story. It wouldn't be so bad if we had like a full 13 episodes and they did in the middle. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But when you only have 6, you have no time to play around. No filler. Nothing. I don't want no filler. I want straight story and character development. That's all I want. If you can't give me that, you have no time for filler. But that's just me. As always, guys, like and subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. And let me know what you think of Voltron Season 4. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Honestly, I don't hate it, but God damn it, that sure as hell's not memorable. So, peace, and Johnson out.